And now, our feature presentation.
Are they twins or is one just a reflection?
Forget it, Mick.
What is this?
If I can't find a real man, I would rather die a virgin.
Last chance. I'm gonna count to 3.
It's a tummy fry.
Kill a camera.
Welcome, everyone, to Good Improv Watches, the only show on the internet where Good Improv watches something and you watch us watching that stupid thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just going to close with the only show on the internet. That's why I assumed. There's no other shows on the internet.
We successfully erased all of our competitors. There's no other entertainment for you to enjoy.
There's nothing else going on.
It's this or
All
nothing,
of
folks.
Well, I tell you, we have possibly the best fans in the entire universe.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you why, because they are worth more than their weight in gold. Each one of the people that subscribes to this Good Improv channel is so valuable. We may only have 94, but those 94 are worth more than the 7 million that subscribe to PewDiePie or whoever, whatever Korean channel is up there in the,
7 million. Well, if that many people like that, maybe I should subscribe to that. I think I might change my mind. I don't want to subscribe to too many things though, so I might unsubscribe to us and
That's
subscribe
probably
to
smart.
that just for a bit. Try it out.
Don't want to clog up your feed.
You've really sold us on this QB thing, Jordan. I think. Who's with me? Come on, 97. Who's with me? Come on, everybody.
Let's go to the QP channel. Pump them up.
Jordan's convinced us. When the man makes a point, the man makes a point.
Wonderful. Well, if you can't tell, we're older gentlemen, which is why Justin so handily messed up the name of PewDiePie there. But what we are good at is watching horrible movies, and today we've got a real stinker for you.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. It reeks, and not of excellence.
Is anybody
Improper
famous
channels.
in this?
Yes,
Anybody
Alan
we know
Arkin is
in
in this one.
Alan Arkin. Oh, that's a shame. He's really good, actually.
Well, I'm sure he's going to save everything here.
I always feel worse when it's somebody good in this. It's like, oh, that's a pity. This person's talented.
Like we're watching their lowest moment on film.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Well,
okay.
we like to capture the lows here on this show.
Yeah, Justin, can you please wait till the movie starts before you start falling asleep? I mean, I know the movies bore us to tears, but can our conversation at least be stimulating enough to keep us all awake?
I should be okay. I'm going to drink some of this gin, and that should just perk me right up.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
Perfect. Well, hey, if you want to be one of the 94 idiots that subscribes to the channel, you're out of luck. We already got 94. But if you want to be one of the 95 idiots who subscribes, you just go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now.
Could be you, and we'll send you a T-shirt that says 95th Idiot, and you'll be the only one that'll know what it means.
I wish I knew what all your names were so I could get them tattooed on me like Mom,
Yeah, comment your names down below so we know who's subscribed to this thing. Who's watching
send
this
us your
stuff?
name.
Yeah. Just
We
say
won't
your
do
name.
anything nefarious. It's not like we're all looking for new identities to substitute the current identities we have, which are, let's be honest, pretty well ruined.
That's right. All right, so should we start this turkey? Should we get to where we watch?
I think it's time.
Okay.
Let's
I'm
go
gonna get
there.
to my concession stand booth.
Let's go there now.
All right. All right. That's
Hey, we
on
made it
video.
just in time for the movie.
Purveyor of fine videos everywhere.
Lucky.
Crown International Pictures.
Sorry about that, folks. Let's try that.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Everybody,
Yeah.
take your place.
That is not where I thought this song was going to go.
It's
That's very ominous at first. And I thought that was going to go somewhere horrific. Instead it goes...
Come on, blend right in. You could stand.
I don't know what kind of channels they're going to consider improper. But I think that could be like a chain of command, maybe. You know? Like instead of asking your boss for something, you ask your boss's boss.
Yeah, going over to the Improper channel.
Oh, this could be like a 70s sitcom right here.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I think the screenplay was Adam Arkin, and Alan Arkin said was in it. So it's Adam Arkin.
Maybe it is Adam Arkin. Maybe, I don't know.
And not Alan Arkin. Well, what if it's like his brother? Like, hey, look, I wrote a screenplay. All right, fine, I'll be in your stupid movie. I'll look it up and see. We'll get a research team on it.
Yeah, send our research team on it here.
Are you sure this is where he is? Yes, sir.
Even he's confused.
Oh,
it's horrible driving. What are you doing? Oh, that's Alan Arkin right there. There he is.
Okay, good. Is it possible he was being using a different name to avoid any notoriety from this project?
He didn't want. I don't want to be attached to the screenplay. Say Adam instead.
Danish? Hi, Fred. How you doing, Jeff? We have a problem, Jeffrey. Oh, yeah? Tell him.
With the video in reality.
Jeff, we're having a wind problem. I thought we might. You did? Oh, why didn't you tell me, for God's sake? I did. I told you during construction.
all this guy's scenes have the logo over him.
Cost to put baffles on that building now? Yes, I do. That's why I told you to do it while we were under construction. You did.
What do you mean the logo over him?
Yeah, I did. Didn't I do that? Yeah, I was there.
The logo appeared over him for a second there. Did you not see that on your end?
I did not see that on my end. Oh my God.
And you're kind of fuzzy too on my screen, Dan.
Oh really?
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
I'm not sure what's going down there.
Okay.
It's all humming along smooth as butter over here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, there you go. We can all go to Dan's house and watch it.
I hardly think so, sir. Well, if it is, for God's sake, get a telephone. I'll be home in a couple
I
of days.
think that must just be on our on our call, Justin, because the stream looks fine on YouTube.
Oh, great. Oh, that's Dad under the car? Oh, no, wait, they're just fixing it.
It's a Wicked Witch of the West situation. It's just like legs curl up underneath.
Would you hand me the 5/8" wrench? That's the one with the little 5 over the little 8.
I know.
Hey, I think that Wicked Witch of the West was one of those aliens from Signs on account of how water affected her.
That's a good point. We never saw one of the aliens interact within its Signs either. With water, I mean.
Pretty
so they
dumb.
might have melted away.
Well, pretty dumb plot for No, we saw them get interacted with water. One of them got hit with water and melted. And
oh, did
got
they?
all...
Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah. That was the big climax.
Hey, Turner, what you
It's
doing?
possible I walked out of the theater in disgust, just going like, no,
I'm
no.
helping her with the wrench.
You know, it's a good thing those aliens didn't run into a squirter. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
God, if their
A water
stepmoms
pistol.
would have been around,
Water
it would have been
pistol.
big trouble.
Theo,
What's this?
it's a bandage.
Where'd you get that from?
I was drinking hot chocolate and I spilled it on my arm.
Burn it bad?
You stupid kid.
You don't get cut by
A
that.
Band-Aid? Yeah, that's not really a suitable treatment for that.
Vance, I need the 3/4" wrench now.
He's got his wife fixing the car.
Oh, thank you.
I said a 3/4, you stupid hot chocolate spilling
What?
bastard.
Oh, hi. No, there's nothing the matter with it. I just thought I'd take it out.
So she can read about it in her book.
It's not a book.
That's how I use a wheelbarrow as well. Fill it up with whatever material I want, and then just toss it all over the place.
That's right.
It's called Everything You Thought You Couldn't Do. Myth of the Mother on Her Own. Kind of a crummy title.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. It's pretty bad.
Hey, I'm sure the writing's terrible as well.
Novel's a dream. It's a fantasy. I don't know, I
In
guess.
fact, I would make the title worse, so the writing seems better. That's how I would do it.
Want some tea?
Yeah. What, sweetie?
Coming out.
So what is the best movie with the stupidest title you can think of?
Daddy said we could camp out this weekend.
Oh, he did.
The best
Yeah,
movie
I've been
with the
promising her all summer
stupidest
to be good.
title.
All summer,
Yeah,
Jeff? You know
like
it's
for
close
instance,
to
if The
December.
Godfather
Oh,
was
that's why I got
named
the same tent
the
that the Japanese
Mob,
used to
the
conquer
Mob
Mount Everest.
Master, or
Just
something
rain.
like that. You know.
Oh, Diana, we're just going in the backyard. Worst comes to worst, we can come inside.
It's just funny you mentioned The Godfather because that's the first one that came to mind. Because he
Okay,
didn't
Vance, why don't
he
you go
didn't give
upstairs
birth
and
to
hang your
God.
balls in your socks?
That's
Mommy doesn't.
Yeah.
Come on, Pete. Get upstairs.
Boy, oh boy, you did it again.
What?
You made me the heavy, Jeff. Why do you do that?
She's bigger
because
than
you're a bitch, and I don't like you.
you are bigger.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
I am not, Jeffrey.
Face back, Diana.
Darn it, I'm not. In my stocking feet, I'm a half an inch shorter than you are.
Well, you're bigger than me somewhere. I know that.
You're doing it to me again,
Is
Jeff.
he implying she has a bigger penis than he does?
Feelings that I have, and you got me talking about some adolescent
I
ancient
think so.
height trauma. That's manipulative, Jeff.
I apologize.
Well, you're bigger than me
The next time,
somewhere.
Make a decision like that first.
Okay.
And no matter what kind of tent games you play out there, you're not coming upstairs in the house. Is that clear?
Yes.
Because we promised one another. Do you remember? We said.
I wonder if
no.
Alan Arkin regrets wearing that beanie during the filming of this, on
Alan
account of
Arkin.
he had so much hair.
I'm saying this because
Alan Arkin regrets nothing.
you think that's what I want to hear.
No, I'm saying it because I think that's what you want to hear. I don't want to live alone. I want to be here with my family. You're the one who wants to be separated, so we're separated.
But we're not separated, Jeffrey. I see you more now than I ever saw you when you lived here.
That's my plan. Ha Got you to separate from me, so I'm here more often.
What is this, sweetheart? What is this here? Can you see?
A hand.
Not a hand. This here.
What?
Look.
Look, stupid. What is this?
He thought the thing he was pointing with is what he was asking about.
It's like a dog. Like,
Hey,
you know.
what's this? Your hand? No, it's what I'm pointing at, idiot.
Where's the paper, sweetie? Go get the paper.
Boy, he's not good at this.
Uh-oh.
What about all those pieces?
Spare parts, sweetheart. Just spare parts.
That's pretty funny, actually. Alan Arkin's great. I don't know if this movie's going to be good, but Alan Arkin's always good.
That's pretty good.
Not a cloud in the sky, Diana.
The night is still young, Jeffrey. The night is still young.
Let's go, honey.
Wait.
Unlike you, Joanna. Hi-oh.
Say goodnight to Mommy.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, get in there like a bear.
Who's the hunchback of Notre Dame?
The Japanese mountain climber.
Was that like hilarious House of Frightenstein like me?
Is he drowning in an inch of water right here?
Yes, yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead now. That's it. That's it for Alan Arkin.
Wow.
He died. He drowned. He died just like Geronimo. That's how Geronimo went. Drowned in a ditch.
Daddy, I'm scared.
Don't worry about the thunder, honey. It's just everybody in heaven clapping.
When he said they're separated and she's like, you don't live here anymore, he's living in the tent just outside of the home?
No, he promised his daughter that they'd camp out. This is where he's
okay.
camping out.
Everything will be all right as soon as I get the tent down out.
It's not all right. Look at this. Just look at this.
Oh,
You
hell.
were literally drowning in an inch of water earlier. Do you not recall that?
I'm not hysterical. She's sopping wet. No.
Oh, for God's sake, if this was Mount Everest, we'd all be dead by now.
Jeffrey, you know where I'm bigger than you are? You know where? Here. Here's where.
I'm making a fun
In the penis, right here, my crotch.
thermostat to nature, Diana. I'm coming in. Let me in. I'm coming in, Diana.
No, you don't live there anymore, do you? Don't you remember?
Yeah. Go back in your tent.
Yeah, your precious tent you were so happy with before.
Yeah, get in there like a bear, I recall him saying.
Oh, it's too rainy in my cave. I don't want to hibernate anymore.
Original. Let's go.
So he's homeless? He's basically homeless.
Looks that way, yep.
But he has a job. He was like an architect or something, or because he was talking to that guy about the building they were building.
How are you feeling this morning?
Fine.
I have a meeting with my editor at 11.
I hope he's better at building buildings than he is building tents.
Well, it's totally different branch of architecture.
Different skill set.
He's got plenty of things to do.
No, I'm free. I'll bring some wine.
That's 6?
Perfect.
Japanese mountain climber, huh?
Well, it was our first time.
Bye, I don't love you anymore. Please don't come to my house.
Don't be here when I return from work.
Mommy doesn't sound incompatible anymore.
No, she doesn't.
So maybe you can stay for breakfast too.
Well, let's not push our luck, Donna.
Oh, it's windy.
Look at how confident that guy walked there. Full breeze.
Yeah.
Knew he had a toupee on and still didn't even cover his head.
What's the solution? The solution is trees, sir. I think
So this is caused by, like, this is their square, and they've built in such a way that it's funneling wind into it.
20 feet away from the building and about 18 feet tall. You're sure? I'm positive, sir. It's going to take a couple of days to get the exact calculations, but it's trees.
Good man, Martley. I knew I could count on you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
You put them up the same way you do a tent, really.
Just in case the trees don't work, I think you'd better get a lawyer.
Right.
Yeah, plant some lawyers there.
Oh, no.
He's not a Catholic.
Well, you'd think those nuns could put a word in with the big fella in the sky.
No, it's an analogy, sweetie. The wind comes from a very, very wide area, and it gets squeezed through a narrow opening between the buildings, like the tip of the toothpaste, and that gives the wind a lot of force. Follow me?
Yes?
And then the wind has nowhere to go. It gets trapped by the building, so it keeps on going round and round like a cycle.
That's like the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean.
No, it's like the Wizard of Oz.
My son.
Idiot.
He moved to London about 8 years ago. He sends postcards and he calls.
Look, you lost your place in line, lady.
But it's not the same. Just not the same as seeing him.
I know that it's
Someone's going to get your Whopper.
Oh, no, that sounds so silly.
What?
Oh, no, I can't ask you to do it.
No, well, why? Why not?
Well, it means so much to me. If when I go, I could say goodbye, son, and you could say
I know this con.
No, that's crazy.
No, why not?
I'm sorry.
I know exactly what she's doing. She's going to get a free lunch.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well,
Good for
goodbye,
you, Granny.
son.
Goodbye, Ma.
Oh.
That's the oldest trick in the book.
2 double beef Whoppers with cheese, please, and 2 chocolate shakes.
That'll be $14.55.
2 double beef Whoppers with cheese and 2 chocolate shakes.
Did you want a separate bill for your mother's order?
Yeah. She got your oldest trick in the book. And then, and by the way, in 1981, all of that food that they ordered and she ordered came to $14.
Insanity.
Yeah.
So now that's like one person going to Burger King.
That's 2 Whoppers, 2 shakes, and then whatever she had.
Yeah, $14. Now $14 won't even cover like me and my kid going to Burger King.
What is it? What happened?
What happened? Well, she wasn't wearing a seatbelt. She cracked her head open.
Off to the emergency room for that.
We're gonna go to the movies right after the doctor looks at your foot.
I want to go to college.
Keep it down, sweetie. Gotta keep quiet, because there's a lot of sick people around.
And King Kong.
Okay.
You know, he could have saved a lot of money because they'll give that kid lunch in the hospital.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, that's right.
That's now what you're thinking. Now you're using the Canadian healthcare system to full advantage.
So you just like
You
break
whack
your
your
kid's
kid-
arm every day to
Yeah.
keep feeding him?
Whack your kid on the head, get him a free lunch.
Because I wasn't wearing my seatbelt.
Yeah, could be.
That's right. Let's get our story straight. You wasn't wearing your seatbelt. That's exactly what happened here.
Really, Daddy? We could touch pinkies
Okay.
to make it a secret. Pinkies.
Yeah.
You need you down in admitting to fill out some forms.
Get that weight?
No, right now, please.
You'll need to fill out your mother's forms too. She's down there as well. She got a bunch of medication that's not covered under health care, so you'll have to pay for that.
As they wheel me into surgery, if you could just say, "Good luck, Mom," and I could say,
Yeah.
"Thanks, son."
Can't believe he fell for that.
Oh, cuts up here usually bleed a lot, don't they?
Yes, they do.
How would you
Yeah,
know
my
that? Have you been
dad-
abused, child? Like, how would you know cuts up there would bleed so much?
I was gonna say, so that's a trap.
Brown.
Dr. Sachs, to treatment B. Occupation.
She's 5 years old.
Your occupation, sir.
Architect. That's it. That's right. ARCH H ARCHITECT.
I don't think that's how you spell. I don't think you spell architect ARCHHARCHITECT. I don't think that's right.
I don't think you spell it at all.
I gave you.
I feel like becoming an architect, just that I don't have to build people a home when they say, "What do you do?"
I just designed it. I don't have to build it.
Respect each other's space.
You could be like an architect of, you know how like motivational speakers build people up? Is there an architect for that position as well, who like kind of gets the speech in place and all that? Then you hand it off to the motivational speaker who does the building up themselves?
Yeah.
I think Weird Al Yankovic has a degree in architecture. It's done him well. He's made a good living.
Okay.
Oh, really? I thought an architect. Oh, I didn't realize an architect was a guy who like made parody songs of popular things on the radio.
Apparently it is.
I thought it was a guy who made buildings.
Does that present a problem?
Maybe he does parody buildings. This building's a parody of that building over there.
Ah, that's great.
If the nature of the accident is automotive, that requires an LR7. One copy to the Department of Transport and one to the police.
Wait a minute. The police?
If you told me that sooner, we would have saved ourselves a lot of time and trouble.
Hold on, let me do this. No. This is the right form over here. You see, it wasn't an automobile accident. It was an accident in an automobile.
That is still a car accident and requires another form.
Wait a minute. I don't think I'm getting through to you, lady. The only two things involved in this accident were my car and my daughter's head.
You ran over your little girl?
Let me try and put it another way. My daughter was in the back seat and she banged her head on the rear of the front seat.
Was the car moving?
Just say no, man. Just say no.
What's it going to take for you to overlook this act of child abuse today? Let's just bottom line it here.
Would you like to know what happened with the Narcopolises?
Sure. How did it go with the necropolises?
Oh, Tony, what's his face?
Positive. I think I finally touched base with them. I convinced them to bring their problem out in the open. Gloria,
He was in another movie we saw. I think it was in that movie with the guy who was a fighter.
Oh yes, that's right. He was.
Yeah. He's on second. He was on SCTV.
And I'll bet your daddy brought you in, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, my dad is the
And
reason I am
bet
here.
you
That's
weren't wearing
correct.
your seatbelt, right?
No, I fell down.
Where?
That's right, you did.
I fell on my head.
I see. And how did you do that?
You know.
The usual way, because I'm a kid.
Nancy, how did you fall?
I fell off my trike.
Call an ambulance.
Look at the woman who got spit on didn't even
We
move.
have to know to get a drink around here.
He wouldn't listen to me. Don't go, I said. Don't go in there, Eugene. Stay away from that place. But he wouldn't listen to me.
Nobody cares, lady.
Yeah, lady, shut the hell up.
What sick is until you come into a hospital. No, he wouldn't listen to me. He never listens to me.
She cut herself falling off her bicycle. Her father says she cut it in a car accident. I heard him.
So?
So, that's 1 of 5 warning signs.
He's like, lady, I'm just trying to get home with my dad. I don't have time to report every act of child abuse I see, all
I
right?
don't care, all right?
And that burn on her arm. Unexplained marks. That's 3 out of 5 warning signs.
All right, look, don't tell me. Let me guess. She's a junkie, right?
I lost my grandfather, 2 aunts, an uncle, and 1 nephew to hospitals. Eugene, I said, if you know what's good for you, you'll stay home and be sick. Maybe you get better, maybe you get worse. But you go into a hospital and you only get dead.
Excuse me.
Lady, you are a ray of sunshine.
I know it isn't conclusive, but 3 out of 5 is 3 out of 5. And this is a child's welfare we're talking about.
All right,
I don't care about children or welfare. I'm a doctor. I have other things to worry
Let us
about.
keep her here overnight. After that, it's your
This
boat.
lady's not very fit for a busybody.
She just needs another case on her roster, and then she gets all her points for. The more children she reports for child abuse, she gets a sticker each time. And she gets enough. She gets promoted.
She gets all annoyed. It's been a real dry week. There's been no kids being abused at all.
Excuse me, somebody got any change? I'm trying to make a phone call. The machine doesn't take quarters. Anybody got change of a quarter?
Doctor!
Machine doesn't take quarters.
Wow.
Oh,
Excuse me, I don't mean to trouble you. Have you got change of a quarter?
Hey, forget it, man. Don't ask for nothing. Just break your heart every time.
Will you shut up?
Excuse me, Mr. Martley?
Yeah?
Hi, I'm Dr. Arpenthaler, and this is Miss Washburn from Social Services.
Where's my daughter?
She's fine.
I just want to see my daughter.
Well, she's fine, just fine. She's in radiology. She's where? Radiology. We're just taking a few pictures of her head. Look, why don't you sit down? We'll have a
We're
little...
just bombarding her with gamma rays, sir.
I just want to see my daughter. Tell me the truth. Tell me what's going on. I'm telling you the truth, Mr.
He's
Martley.
lying. They killed her.
Look, we just wanted to keep her in overnight for observation.
Wait a minute, you
They
just
didn't
told me
deny
she was
it.
fine.
They did not deny that accusation.
You a doctor?
Yes, I am. Can you wait a minute, please?
Mr. Martley, I think we should discuss this in my office.
Discuss what?
Look, whose boots do I have selected around here to get
Please, have a seat. I'll be
Your
with you in a
relationship
second.
with your daughter, I think it's time that we discuss it in my office.
Lady, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Martley, you know very well what I'm talking about.
Look, Washburn, we haven't got any...
Now she's abused.
All right, Mr. Martley, seeing as you insist on standing here and professing your innocence, what I'm talking about is child abuse.
Good. Now you've done it.
You're talking about what? You want to hold it down, buddy? You got enough screaming.
That's probably not the greatest time to fly into a rage right there.
Somebody please get off of me.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, you really want to punch a cop in the face. That's a really good plan.
Now who's going to solve the wind problem in that square?
Knocked that fella out with one hit.
Yeah, he's pretty good. That's good. Run away. Leave your daughter there. We're the best now.
He's not dangerous. He can be helped.
I see what he's doing. They wanted to keep his daughter overnight for observation, so he's trying to make sure that they hold him overnight as well.
You know what
veal parmesan taste like when it's been
They
the
can
oven
stay
for 3
together.
hours? Like steel
But there's nothing wrong with him, so he had to do something to make that happen.
Nancy's fine.
Right.
Oh, good.
They need the night to get their story straight
I
here.
had to take her to the hospital.
What?
A kid ran out in front of the car and had a jam on my brakes, and she banged her head a little bit.
I beg your pardon?
Now take it easy. She's fine. The doctor says she's fine.
What doctor?
The doctor at the hospital.
What hospital?
Mercy Memorial
The
Hospital.
hospital where I punched out a cop.
I had to run out of there because by accident I punched a cop in the mouth.
By accident, you punched a cop in the
I was trying to knock out another guy.
Same woman there that
You know,
accused me of child
I can see why
Nancy, they talked to her. What
you're
did she
separated. I'm just gonna put it out there.
You're kidding me.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to the hospital.
Terrific. I'm coming too.
No, Jeff, stay here, please.
No, I want to help.
Jeff, I don't want any more accidents. No more accidents.
Oh, look at he conned his way back in the house. She said, "Stay
Yeah,
here."
Yeah, exactly. He's always thinking. This guy's like 8 steps ahead.
Mercy Memorial.
Yeah, I'd like some information, please, about the condition of a Nancy Martley.
Just one moment, I'll connect you with patient information.
Yes, what is it?
I'd like some information about my daughter, please. She's a patient.
Am I working on the blood?
I don't know what you're doing.
Listen, my boss is gone and my assistant is nowhere to be found.
It's totally reasonable that this character should be a weird foreign guy.
Very sorry for the inconvenience. Could you please do me a favor and just put me through to patient information?
I am not a switching board lady.
Please.
That was weird.
Seemingly pointless.
Mrs. Marley, I'm sorry. They just told me you were waiting out here.
Can I see my daughter now,
Yes, of
please?
course.
How is she? Is she okay?
Well, she's fine. Look, I'm really sorry about what happened this afternoon.
My husband.
Well, let me assure you, it really wasn't your husband's fault. I think I would have done the same thing in his situation.
You would have punched out a cop and then ran away in his situation.
Well, he was trying to keep that lady calm because I think he knows that, look, there's nothing here. And then she was freaking out and he got scared and it escalated. So, yeah.
How many times has that histrionic woman caused an incident like this?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they sleep really well when they've been hit in the head and have a concussion. We just let them sleep, though. That's what you're supposed to do with concussion
Sleep
people,
through it.
right?
That's right. Sleep through
Sleep
it.
through it. That's what I say.
She's fine. She's got a headache. I honestly don't think there's any problem, but I'd like to examine her again.
When?
I think it might be best if we left her here overnight. That way I can have a look at her first thing in the morning, and then we can send her on her way. She'll be fine, just fine.
And there's no consequences for the husband either. Like, no cops are looking for him or anything. Well, yeah, that's fine. I get punched in the face all the time.
Please, don't call here anymore. I have people's lives hanging by a thread. I am a peaceful man, but my back is to the window.
Is that supposed to be an Indian accent? Is
I
this
think
supposed to
it
be an
is.
Indian guy?
I think it
Is
is.
this-
Well, now you say that, Justin, but that might be that fellow's naturalistic way of speaking.
Maybe he just has a speech impediment that makes him sound Indian.
I talked to the doctor and the whole thing.
Like that guy from Short Circuit.
Oh my God, that guy is just—it's incredible how much
Yeah.
they could get away with back in the day.
We watched it and we didn't, oh, that guy's fun. He's a fun foreign guy. No idea as a kid that, oh, he's supposed to be an Indian man and he's a white man.
But not even like, you know, like a darker skinned white guy.
No,
It's like the whitest guy.
He's white. He is white.
I'll pick you up at about 9.
And he really like leans into the stereotypical accent too. It's not just
God,
like it's not subtle at all. It's like, oh yes sir,
No.
please sir, yes hello sir. It's
Yeah,
just like the
yeah,
worst.
Yeah, yeah. And at the time, it's not a big deal.
Man.
Now it's like, oh my God, this is horrible.
Man, writing movies must have been so easy back in the day. It's like, okay, we got 5 minutes to fill. What if we just have a guy from China talking?
No, casting movies was easy back in the day because it didn't matter what ethnicity it was. You just got whatever white guy you had around.
Right.
But if you needed like a 5-minute break in a comedy movie, you know, it's like, okay, we got the Indian guy. He's going to talk for the next 5 minutes.
Funny accent.
To the 5th grade. You've got everything in here. His college boards,
His first mortgage?
Oh, wow. He has a lot of power.
That's how you'd scroll back in the day.
Even his taxes.
Yeah, exactly. And one of those printers is like an infinite scroll of like, you know, the infinite feed on Twitter there. You can just keep going.
Space in the computer somewhere. Computers everywhere. Filling up and waiting.
That guy looks really familiar, and I don't know where I've seen him before.
Thank you. Sherman, could you just shut that up? Listen, I'm going to be real straight with you. We've got to use the utmost discretion with this. You see, I'm not legally entitled to most of this material.
You don't have to talk anymore. I don't want to know about it or hear about it. You ask question, I push the button.
I just figured out who it is.
Who is it?
That's Martin Yang.
Martin Yang.
chef.
What? Who is that guy?
The chef.
I just knew it.
Walk with Yang, the chef.
Oh my God.
It's the chef. He had his TV show on for ages.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember Walk with Yang.
Yeah, it's him. It's Martin Yang.
Wow.
Award-winning Canadian chef and television host.
That is
Playing a bit part in Alan
incredible.
Arkin movie. I'm pretty
Cooking
sure
up
that's him.
quite the
Well, we're gonna
performance
get a
in this.
research department on that right away. This sounds like something we need to know about here.
It was the way he said something.
It is.
I'm like,
You're 100% right. Our research department can confirm that is Martin Yan of Walk with Yan.
You realize to whom you were speaking.
And he'd always do the cool like knife tricks at the end. Like he'd take a radish and make it into like a rose or something. Yeah.
And he had all those great walk puns.
Well, yeah, lots of puns. And he'd like take a chicken apart. He'd have people time him. He'd take a chicken apart in like 10 seconds.
He should have teamed up with Aerosmith. He could have had Walk This Way.
The big hit. Right after their Run DMC collaboration, they have a Martin Yang collaboration.
Yeah. Rick Rubin, if you're watching, pair these fellas up.
Man, we should watch some Walk with Yan on this very program right here. That's a Canadian classic for sure.
Yeah.
Listen, what's an administrator for if you can't pull him away from something? Come on in. Can I get you a little something? Scotch, Campari. Come on, sit down. A little white wine?
No, nothing, thank you. Dieting. Mr. Cleavish, can I show you what I've come up with? This is the police record of Mr. Jeffrey Martley.
Oh, yes. The child beater.
Well, I think we should be,
Oh, it's already spread to that level.
The facts
You beat
was
one
what-
child, they call you a child beater.
The man's been arrested for indecent exposure, for God's sake.
Yes, I did.
Wow, his child
Didn't you
beating is
also tell
more
me that he
notorious
assaulted
than
a
his
police
indecent exposing.
All right, let's summarize.
Look
the
at
facts.
is it anything to my credit that I stopped to not hit another child?
Look at how this guy's dressed like a flasher here, too. He's got the
One
trench
story,
coat on and
she tells
everything.
another.
Right.
You confront him with the evidence.
I was arrested once, but it was for decent exposure.
Yes.
And now we
I was arrested for northern exposure. I was selling bootleg copies of the DVD.
He's so, well, reprehensible.
Well, I agree. He does show a tendency towards violence. But you see, I know this man can be helped.
How did you get all of this information so quickly?
I talked to a famous television chef and he got it for me.
Well, I asked him to get me a little background information on Martley just to help me assess the case. And you see, well, Sherman, he gets a little carried away at times.
Sherman.
My friend, see, I don't know where he gets all that information. I just know that it's illegal.
Is it?
Oh, absolutely.
That's great framing on that shot.
Records.
That is nice framing on that shot,
The
actually.
guy's head was kind of half the...
Of course.
I like that she's admitting to a crime because she wants to help somebody who she feels committed a crime.
But as you say, I'm sure your friend Sherman.
Ah, that is great, yeah.
What was his name again?
Who? Sherman who? H.U. He's Chinese.
They must have planned that because he intentionally moves the lamp.
Trying to tell me that, hypothetically, of course, this man could get me the goods on anybody?
Weird.
On my superiors, for example.
Oh, now it's another plot where he's going to now use Martin Yang to get information on his enemies.
It's an
This
awesome
movie has so many layers.
carry, Miss Washburn. Go on.
And none of the layers seem to have to do with any coherent plot of any kind. That's a through line.
Jeffrey, where exactly do you live?
Good morning.
Don't evade the question.
I live about 2 or 3 blocks from here.
I parked my car 2 or 3 blocks away in a spot.
It's a high-rise.
Jeff, look around. I don't think there's a high-rise within miles of here.
Well, it's a new building.
Okay, let me off at that corner.
Why?
You
That's where I work.
Oh, yes, I can.
No, you can't, Jeff. If they see you, they'll arrest you.
Diana, nobody's arresting anybody. I'm going in there with you.
Jeffrey, don't get funny now. Things are complicated enough.
No, Jeffrey, listen to her. Stay away. You punched a cop the other day. Is she just taking their daughter?
Yes, it appears as that's what's happening.
Calling Dr. Hackenbush.
Dr. Hackenbush? That's a Marx Brothers reference.
What?
She's gone.
Lady, you can't just do this.
But she was here last night.
Well, she's not here now.
Where is she? Where is my daughter?
Miss Washburn showed up with a court order and took her away.
Washburn again.
Is Miss Washburn
boy.
here now?
No, she hasn't come back yet.
Where can I find her?
I'm sorry, I don't have that information.
Then how do I get my daughter back? How do I find out where she is?
I have no idea.
Look, lady, I don't know. Your kid's not my problem.
Is Miss Washburn in the habit of just taking children that don't belong to her?
He left this morning, right after he made his rounds.
It didn't seem to be a bother to her, this nurse.
My daughter's been taken
She's
out
like,
of
oh
this
yeah,
house
took another
with
kid.
nobody
No big
here
deal.
has any idea where she is?
Well, I wouldn't put it that way.
Is there some other way you'd like me to put it, miss?
Look, man, there's no need to get upset. I'm sure if you...
Well, there is, actually.
Yeah, my missing daughter. Oh, right, your missing daughter. I guess there is a great reason to get upset. My mistake.
I think I'm gonna scream.
Don't scream. Whatever you do, don't scream.
Well, in God's name, then what do I do?
Punch a cop. It made me feel better.
No one's gonna be...
I would love it if she has to stop suddenly and the kid hits her head. Like, oh no!
You're gonna help my daddy?
Oh, yes.
Then they have to go to a different emergency room.
Yeah, yeah.
And then some fat lady there accuses her of being a child abuser.
I think she's
She
a
has to make up some
kidnapper.
crazy
They
story.
take people's children away from them with no explanation.
Well, she says they have a court order.
We've got to find her, Jeff. We've just
It
got to.
sounds like it's
Don't
above
worry,
board,
don't
honey.
worry,
I think we
we'll
should
find
just
it.
give
They
this
have a court
up.
order. We'll get a court order.
What we need is a lawyer.
We'll get a lawyer.
That's really childish. You getting a court order just because they got a court order.
It should be easy to find a lawyer in a hospital, right?
If you can't find it, why don't you just drop another ball?
Or a golf course.
Oh, you cheating bastard.
Penalty.
I just get the feeling it's going to show up somehow.
Another cheating bastard.
That's pretty solid, actually.
And he can't say fuck all because he was going to cheat too. Ah, golf. A game where you just lie to yourself for 18 holes.
Oh, dear. That's my next divorce case.
I leave here in your very capable hands, Mrs. Wharton. I'll be in touch in a few days.
All right, fine, Miss Washburn.
They took her to an orphanage?
Quite safe here, sweetie.
Well, you know, her parents are dead to her now.
Anymore. Bye, Nancy.
You will be fine in the Canadian foster care system. This has never had any problems at all.
Bye-bye.
I do like the idea of an orphan being like, my parents are dead.
And I'll get you set up.
To me.
Can I volunteer to be an orphan? I'm just not happy at home.
Order of custody. It's good until the hearing.
Until the hearing?
All right, Irwin. Put together a writ of duces tecum and a short form habeas corpus. And we'll issue it first thing in the morning.
What's all
That's just gibberish.
All right, tee off.
What the heck do you mean first thing in the morning?
Well, the writs won't be ready before then. And I can't go in front of a judge without any writs.
What?
Now, don't worry, Diana. Everything's going to be okay.
Okay, Fred, we don't even know where she is, for God's sake.
Don't worry. She's in the system. She's protected.
She's in the system, and nothing bad has ever happened in the system.
I'm 53, and I don't know what the hell's going on.
Oh, come on, Fred, do something.
Around here, we have rules against children not eating. Strict rules.
I want my mommy and daddy.
Maybe they should consider a different judge, like Judge Dredd.
How about
He'd take care of it, lickety split.
He wouldn't wait till tomorrow morning, that's for sure.
Yeah. He'd probably choose just to shoot that lady, and that would be the end of it.
And he's not sitting around waiting for writs and habeas corpus.
You got to admit, whatever the flaws, it's a pretty fast and efficient system.
up your dinner tonight? There'll be lots more of those.
And a bunch of cool bikes.
I gotta go in front of the judge with Ritz, and he just brings a bunch of the crackers with him.
Oh, there we go. She's going to make a friend. Friend's going to be trouble.
Hi, I'm Jack. What are you in for?
What are you in for? Like it's prison.
my parents abuse me. Drug house.
Here. Oysters and peanut butter. I made it myself. It's very good.
Did he say oysters and peanut butter?
I think he did. I think he did say that. Where he's getting oysters in here, I don't know.
And then it's very good, is the response back?
Who's it?
Maybe he got the recipe from Walk with Yan.
Yeah. It's probably one of his signature dishes.
Oh, yeah. We spoke on the phone. You're Harold Cleavis. You Gory's boss?
That's right.
Come on in.
Yes, you're speaking about illegally getting information about your enemies.
They should do a show about an Alberta prison called Big House on the Prairie.
Ha!
That's pretty good.
That's a good title. It's a good title.
Harold Cleavish?
That's right.
Brought him flowers and chocolate.
Yeah.
What, are they going on a date?
It's quite a place you've got here.
No kidding.
That's the
I've
weirdest
got a
looking
stereo
thing of flowers
home.
I've ever seen.
Wow, something else.
Yeah,
Don't flowers
skinny
usually
bouquet.
like cone out? Yeah, they cone out into a cone, right?
Yeah, usually.
Working on that.
It's classified.
Yeah, it's classified. I'm not even supposed to have people in here.
Well,
That's quite the do he's got there, Mark.
I thought I'd drop in to express my appreciation for the work you've done. And on behalf of the department and Miss Washburn, and I hope that someday in the future, I too will be able to make use of your extraordinary talents.
Hello, this is Mrs. Washburn.
You want a chicken?
I'm looking for my daughter,
I can take it apart in like 10 seconds.
Gloria. Well, she works there. No, I know this is her day off, but I need her home phone number. What?
And her address. And where she is right now.
Yes, I had it. Well, I was walking down the street today, and I had the number in my purse, and
I went through that really windy building. You know, the one that was designed by that fucking idiot architect with winds just in the middle?
my purse and took the phone number that was in my purse.
Yeah, that plot seems to have been dropped entirely.
Well, the other thing is that I'm very nervous about going to the bank alone, and I need Gloria. To her own mother, you won't divulge this information? What kind of a hospital is this?
You got to get her to admit you're the mother.
Well, I sure wish Mr. Washburn was alive to hear some of those things you're saying about me. Well, you know, you can just put that in your ear.
Whoa,
Bird.
that's harsh.
First part was pretty good. You lost it a little bit.
Well, you do it.
Not me. I was on the phone 6 hours with Gunga Din yesterday.
He's calling him Gunga Din, too. You know, the white guy who had the Indian accent.
Why the hell didn't you tell me?
Oh, man.
Now, we'll never get her back before the hearing.
Well, I didn't assault a cop. I can still take her.
You're still married to him.
We're separated, Fred.
Not legally. I told you gotta do things
Oh,
legally.
I can't believe this. This whole thing is crazy. It's just crazy.
Agreed.
Fred, it was an accident.
An accident?
That's right.
But they told me at the hospital you assaulted a couple of orderlies and decked a cop.
No, I decked the cop by accident. The orderlies I don't even remember.
We could plead temporary insanity with the orderlies and second-degree assault with the cop.
Fred, let me try it again. It was an accident.
It was a felony. Diana, you don't suppose social welfare is going to hand over a child to a felon? Jeff, you've got to turn yourself in. Then we'll get you out on bail, and we'll be in a position to negotiate.
I have to turn myself in.
Well, you've got to come to some arrangement. You got to show him you're reformed.
No, I thought he was just wearing like a casual jacket, but he's wearing an Adidas track jacket.
But you got to...
What an odd thing for a lawyer to wear.
They're going to make a big deal out of it.
But it was an accident, Fred.
Now, listen to me, Diana. We've got to make an even bigger deal of it. And the only way to do that is for Jeff to turn himself in.
Why does my husband have to go
What
to
if
jail?
he provokes a cop into punching him? And then it's a tit
There
for
you
tat
go.
situation.
Yeah.
These kind of decisions
And
about
then
your own
tape it.
family,
Make
Fred.
sure
I
you
mean, we're
video it.
human beings here.
Oh, now he's assaulting a lawyer. All right. Well, now we're getting somewhere.
Jeffrey, come in. Let me be straight with you. We have a relationship that goes back how long?
11 years?
11 years. Well, you've been invaluable around here. I make no bones about it, but I have just been made privy to some information which leads me to believe that you could very well be a fruitcake.
Have you been speaking to a Miss Washburn by any chance, sir?
Now, let's not bring any names into this. Let's just say I know what
Yes.
I know, and you know what I know, and I know what you know. Well, to some extent. If it was just me, it would be a different kettle of fish, but it's all of us. We are into a very delicate line of work here.
How well I know, sir.
Now, I'm not one to hang a man until his hands are tied, but let's face it, if this gets out, I'm
What?
Full of
Hang a
sayings
man
I've never
until his
heard
hands
before.
are tied? What is that? What is that supposed
I
to
think
mean?
he's supposed to be mixing his metaphors.
Well, hanging a man until his hands are tied is a different kettle of fish.
And when all this blows over,
And calling that kettle black.
then we'll just see which way the crow flies.
Now, will you forgive me, please? I gotta run. I have to turn myself into the police.
Good lad, good lad. Oh, before you run, have you done
Get
anything
yourself a
about
badge,
the placement of the
get yourself a
trees?
policeman's hat, you've turned yourself into the police.
Have you been able to figure out their placement?
You mean the trees in the plaza?
Right.
Oh, yeah, I have that. May I use this book for a second, sir? Let's say the book is the building, right? And the desk is the plaza. And we'll use these for the trees, okay? The trees should be 18 feet apart. They should be 27 feet away from the building. No less than 22 feet high. And lastly, they have to have an angle of 22 degrees going due south. And remember, pots, big pots.
Markley, you're fired.
Right.
Why did he blow up his job right there? What was the point of that?
I don't know. Maybe he figures he's going to be arrested.
What can I do for you, buddy?
I'd like to speak to somebody, please.
That's what you're doing, pal. Just keep it rolling.
I'm here to turn myself in. I assaulted a police officer.
You what?
I assaulted a police officer.
When?
Saturday night.
Where?
Mercy Memorial Hospital.
Oh, he's gonna catch a beating now.
Bitch. Perry. Tony, come in. You the guy who decked old Iron Ball, dude?
No shit.
It's the guy.
Oh, they're gonna celebrate him because they don't like that
Yeah.
guy.
Put her there.
You've got to be kidding me.
Hey, Bernie, come here. He's the guy who decked old Iron Ball.
Jesus, let me get my Polaroid.
That guy's at this precinct.
Get my Polaroid.
Ever since the PBA championship. I've known officers that would die to take 2x4s to that guy's head. But nobody ever knocked old Iron Ball down.
Yeah, they're impressed. They respect him for it. That's right. That's right. So if you're in trouble, just hit the biggest, toughest cop you can, and the rest of the cops will just fall right in line.
Old Iron Ball's not gonna press
The
charges.
cop's name is Iron
She's
Balls.
telling everybody that,
Enjoy
that he
that
walked
dinner.
into my
It's a good
place.
thing he didn't punch him in the balls then, eh?
Really gonna hurt his hand on that one.
Oh, gee. Sorry
So
about
now Iron Ball's lying and saying, no, I accidentally walked into his hand. He didn't assault me because he's embarrassed about being knocked out.
Listen, there's something I gotta tell you. And I want you
I
to do this for
kind
me
of
before
blew
you
up my
do
job.
anything else.
Something else?
Yeah, if people start checking into my background, they're gonna find out that I have a criminal record. I was arrested
Even
once for
worse,
indecent
he used to do improv comedy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I did a
You think
stint
they'd
at
release a
Second
child
City.
into the hands of someone who did improv?
It's like, no. I quit. But a buddy of mine, he got way too deep into it. I think he died at an alley somewhere or something.
It's on the street asking for one-word suggestions. You know?
You got a suggestion? Hey man, I'll suck your dick for a suggestion, man.
And I tried to extricate myself, and I couldn't. I caught my ankle, and I started swinging backwards.
He's just in the gutter miming doing heroin.
I started screaming. The girl started screaming.
He's confessing to his indecent exposure right now, and I think it's some embarrassing story, which was again a misunderstanding. And she's starting to giggle.
From our house for creating it. Oh, I guess a lot of those girls were virgins.
It's not funny. I was raped in prison when they said me.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jeff. Oh, no. Oh, Marley, God. Why is it tougher living without you than it is living with you?
That's my plan. I'm trying to make it so difficult to live without me that you're like, fine, it's less trouble. Just move back in.
This has all just been one big gaslighting campaign to get his wife back.
I'm pretty sure they have to alert the parents as to where the child is and what's going on.
I don't want them to be dead. Well, maybe they're not. But I guess there's only one sure way to find out. What? I don't do this for everyone. But I'm gonna help you bust out of here. How? I got it all figured out. It's foolproof.
You're like a 7-year-old boy. What the hell are you talking about?
The master planner.
We're going to get it back. These are reasonable people, Diane, and they're professionals. We're going to go to the hearing, we'll present our side of the story, and they're going to see the whole thing's a big mistake.
I'm sorry, you're going to present your side of the story? Hello, I am an indecent exposer who recently punched a cop out at the hospital.
But it was old iron balls, and then the judge is going to go, you knocked out old iron balls?
Whoa, can't believe
This guy's a legend.
Give this guy 2 children. 2 children. Doof, 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 doof. Everything's gonna be okay.
I don't want you to be
I know what's happening in this movie, but I'd be hard pressed to say what this movie's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't worry if I want to.
Yeah, there are events here, but like, yeah, the point of the movie is very much lacking.
It seems to go on and on and on.
Somebody's playing games with my credit rating.
You're kidding. What is it?
Look at this, 3 credit cards canceled on the same day, and the Internal Revenue Service has decided to audit my returns for the last 5 years. Somebody's doing some serious messing around with my life, boy.
That's terrible. But that can't have anything to do with this, can it? I mean, it's too fast.
Well, it doesn't take any time. See, it's all done by computer. One little black mark plants a seed in one memory disk, and in 10 minutes, half the computers in the world know your entire life
That's how it
story.
works.
I just want to know how they found out.
That's exactly how it works.
For God's sake, I've got everything under control.
I think I should add here that this is just a semi-informal fact-gathering committee with no real mandate, except where applicable. Our job is to find the facts. And once we've found them,
You keep trying, you'll get that
ascertain
mandate
if
yet.
in fact they are the facts. And then to submit these facts with our recommendations to an oversight committee for disposal. Are there any questions?
Yes, what the hell did all of that mean? You said nothing. If you mathematically worked out that sentence, it would come to 0.
One of the 2 orderlies on duty at the time of Mr. Martley's alleged assault.
All right, Teddy. Can you believe these guys?
Miss Washburn, please.
Good morning. Mr. Bucci has kindly come here today to give us his testimony. He's not a well man, so I ask that you be brief. Mr. Bucci, will you tell everyone what happened that day?
I was standing there trying to help patients, which is all I want to do in the world when a crazy man comes in screaming and yelling, and then a policeman comes in screaming and yelling, and a crazy man hits a policeman and almost hit me.
Is that it?
That's all.
Since then, I've had headaches. I've lost my appetite. I can't sleep. And I'm depressed.
Well, you do work for the Canadian healthcare system. I mean, a lot of that could just be explained with that.
Yeah, that's him.
I ain't a cop. I didn't touch you.
You wanted to, didn't you? I was inches away. There could have been blood and teeth out. That place was a haven to me. A place of peace and healing. Like a church. And you see what you've done? It'll never be the same again.
You'd go to a church then if you wanted to go to a more church-like environment.
Are you sure this will work, Jack? Shh. Just follow me.
Yeah. No, please scream at the top of your lungs while we're escaping. That'll make the escape much easier.
So I'm predicting that because they lost their kid, they're going to have to drop all the charges.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I don't think they're supposed to be in Canada. I think they're supposed to be in the States because you said
They are.
Internal Revenue Service.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Nancy?
Nothing, Mrs. Wharton.
Well, we seem to be missing a witness. A Dr. Arpenthaler.
Dr. Arpenthaler. And he couldn't attend today, but we do have his sworn statement. You'll find it in the secondary witness section.
She didn't call him because she knew that he would say this is all bullshit.
Yeah, his sworn statement just says "fuck."
That's the whole statement.
Mr. Marty doesn't have a current criminal record.
I'm told it's under serious consideration.
I find myself fascinated by this charge of indecent exposure. And I'd like more details, if that's possible.
She's hungry for dick, this one.
Reduced to a misdemeanor and at the event took place over 20 years ago.
I'd still like to hear the details.
I just want to hear the details. Describe the dick already!
Got them already.
Let me just put this out there. If I have sex with this woman, will this all clear up?
Perhaps Mr.
Because
Martin
I'm willing
would
to
like
do
tell us
that if
about
this
the
is what
warrant that was
it'll
issued
take.
for his arrest in 1969.
Excuse me, where are you getting all this stuff from? Where?
Well, Mr. Martley. Well, you got me. I refuse
You know
to
how they
pay
have a
28
sketch
parking
artist
tickets
in
for
Canadian
protest against the
courtrooms?
rezoning of our
They
street.
should have a sketch
Fortunately,
comedy
the judge
artist.
was not interested in
So
planning,
rather than draw the scene, he just does a sketch of it, you know?
He does a comedic interpretation of what's happening in the courtroom.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Jack, hot wire the car. What will that do?
Okay, so the lady sees them and they say, "What are you up to?" He goes, "Nothing," and she just took that like, "All right, yeah, they're just playing on the fire."
I think we got away with that one. Now they're stealing a car.
Yeah, well, that's the next part of the plan.
What are you kids doing? Nothing. All right then.
Are you employed, Mr. Martley?
Not at present, no.
Then it's safe to say that you're unemployed, then.
Yes, that's a safe
That's
thing.
what that would mean,
Without
yes.
getting into too many details, could I ask what your financial situation is like?
Oh, I'm sure you're as aware of that as I am. And I'd be fascinated to know where you get your information from. Could it be from Miss Washburn over here?
There's no need to get defensive, Mr. Martley. We're just trying to gather a few facts.
I'm not being defensive.
Mr. Martley, I'm a psychologist. I think I know when someone is getting defensive.
I'm taking the floor.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yeah, I am. I have something to say. I've never been terribly interested in the government, and I've always been deeply suspicious of those who work for the government. And now I know
Okay, let's hear him out, everyone. Let's hear him out. That makes sense.
Shut up. This is no court of law.
Shut up, Mr. Martley, please.
Shut up yourself. He has something to say. Go ahead, sweetheart.
No, that was it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, I
The government sucks.
Down with government.
You're like snaily little creatures that live under rocks that nobody would pick up.
You tell him, sweetheart.
You're the lowest of the low. You're like little gnarly centipedes. And if you think for 1 minute that my husband and I are going to knuckle under to your petty, bureaucratic...
If somebody said gnarly centipedes in the 90s, people would think it was like really cool centipedes.
Yeah. You're a gnarly
Could be a
centipede.
cartoon for kids.
Yeah, or a band name.
Yeah.
Adolescent gnarly samurai centipedes. She's gonna come in and they're gonna be dragging a dead body of the person who witnessed them take the car. What are you kids up to? Nothing.
How
Weren't
did
they
the
already
car leave
outside?
them? Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't hotwire the car though. They couldn't figure it out.
Oh, they
So
couldn't
now
figure
he's
it
gonna
out.
figure
Okay.
to the laundry. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense then.
This is quite the facility they live in here.
You should have let me do the talking. I told you.
Steve McQueen could use their help in The Great Escape.
Unless there's an immediate change in the home.
What
does that mean? Diana, in spite of your outburst in there, they give you custody of her right now. It's Jeff they're worried about. And I get the feeling that what they're looking for is a gesture, a real gesture of your willingness and sincerity to cooperate.
So what
He gets a silly hat with the 3 prongs and some juggling balls. He says, "Oh, I thought you said a jester."
I have to divorce my wife to get my kid back.
Right. I probably should have come better prepared. You can never tell how these things are going to turn out.
I shouldn't have come drunk. My mistake.
Forget it.
Hi.
Cleavers, I want her back. I want my baby back.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. No, but seriously, can I have my child back? This is actually a very serious situation.
I can help you. You can't help me anymore.
Come on.
Cleavage, so help me God. I'm coming back here and I'm bringing a bazooka and I'm gonna blow your brains out. Do you hear me?
Oh yeah, death threats. That'll do it. That's a sure way to get the children back. I was taking the child out of a violent situation, but then she threatened my death, so I figured, I don't want to escalate this. I'd better bring the child back.
I mean, if you shoot somebody with a bazooka, sure, their brains are going to be blown out, but a lot of them's going to be blown out. So,
Yeah.
it's not the same exactly.
Not to be much left.
Home?
What do you got in there?
Nothing.
Oh, you got a license for that laundry.
Hold it.
I just think it's very important that
That kid's gonna hit that cop now, and it's old iron balls. He can knock that cop right out. You're the kid that knocked out old iron balls.
Jeffrey, if and when we get a divorce, I would like it to be on our terms, not theirs.
Well, I don't know what the alternative is.
What are the grounds?
I don't know. You're the expert on marital problems, not me.
Well, personally, I've always been fond of incompatibility.
Yes, that has been a favorite of yours, hasn't it? No, it's not strong enough. We need something with more bite, something like...
Maybe I should have an affair. Maybe I should really just find a skank and just have sex with her, and maybe that'll do it. That'll probably do. I better go right now.
Matters to me.
Okay, rule out mental cruelty. That leaves desertion or adultery.
I could smack you around a bit. I mean, that would help.
Desertion, so that leaves adultery. But for that, we have to have a third party. Got any ideas?
Well, there's always your boss.
My sister's always kind of wanted to have sex with you.
She said there was always your boss. He's like, I never considered you would be the one having an affair. I always kind of pictured me as the one having an affair in this marriage.
Yeah, I want you to have sex with your boss.
Well, they probably are getting their kid back here now.
Oh, yeah, the cop's just going to take the kid home. Like, here you go. Hey.
Police.
Oh, I'm not here, Jeff.
Thanks a lot.
It's not iron balls.
These your kids, huh?
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Dad.
That kid is sharp. He is running the con the entire time. Play it cool, man. I'll explain later.
Now, I picked him up 8 miles north of here on Delaney Road.
Oh,
now,
my God.
You know what time it is?
Yes, I know, sir.
Well, I think you ought to be a little bit more careful.
I'll be more careful.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
they already took her away once.
creeps out there, if you get my drift.
I get your drift.
Mm-hmm.
But Jeff escaped me. We escaped 4 times today, but the last one was the best. Can I have something to eat?
I suppose that belongs to you, too?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. I like that. Yes.
Turn you into social welfare on
Prison
this,
laundry
but,
is just his, too.
I'm going to give you a break this time.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, officer.
Well, just make sure you do appreciate it.
I really do.
Okay. Keep an eye on them, okay?
I'll do that.
Yeah, and watch your step.
Thank you very much, officer.
Now if the services show up, they can say, what are you talking about? They've been here the whole time.
Did they feed you? Did you get up to eat?
No.
See, I can't I can't.
Sweetie, can you get your friend something to eat now?
Yeah. Would you like some hot cocoa?
Yeah.
I'll get you
Let her do it.
No, I want to get
Let her do it.
I haven't seen her.
The last time she had hot cocoa, she suffered some pretty serious burns.
I mean, she's right.
That's a good point. Yeah. Don't leave her alone with hot cocoa, you monsters. Maybe they should take the kid away.
Do something then, would you? Quickly, Jeff, please do something, because if you don't, I'm going to throw myself into the trash compactor.
Don't do that. Give me a second.
Do they have a trash compactor the size of the one in Star Wars?
Yes.
Okay.
There's just a grate on the wall in their house, and if you blast it down there, there's a big
Yeah.
garbage sewer.
Why?
Because you and he are going to run a diversion.
Why?
Somebody's got all this information on us. Where did it come from? How did they get the right to it? It's got to be illegal. Somebody's signing court orders based on information they have absolutely no right to have. I'm going to find out who's doing that.
Washburn.
Well, it starts with Washburn, but who knows where it goes from there?
What do you want me to do with Fred?
I want you and he to go.
Sorry, it could be an obscure Japanese-Canadian chef.
I think he's Chinese.
Chinese. There you go.
Right. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to go to the orphanage and start frying some brain.
It will be my pleasure.
Okay, let's get organized.
Look, sweetie, this is hard to explain, but we have to take you back to the orphanage, or we're going to be arrested.
Okay, good. Let's synchronize our watches. I got 10 to 8.
I have 8:10.
Close enough. Jeez.
Pass me the sneaks, would you?
Yeah.
What are you
Maybe
doing?
you should let that kid make the plan, because he seems pretty good at it.
Well, let's put it this way.
He got the escape, and he
lives
got
by
it within
computer
8
readout.
miles of the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yes, Fred. Let's go. Let's go. What?
Jack and me were decided. Jack is going to live with us forever. Is that okay?
Oh, you better ask Mom about that one, sweetheart.
Mommy, can he?
Yeah, pass that buck. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, sir. Ask your mother.
Turnip, I mean, Jack may have parents somewhere.
No.
Oh, no,
Nope,
ma'am.
nope, he's an orphan.
Ma'am, nothing to worry about there.
They're well dead. Right in front of me, too. Guy came into our house, wanted drug money, shot them both.
That's okay. I understand. Goodbye.
I have horrible night
What
terrors.
a well-adjusted kid. We can all start to
Yeah.
be a bit more like Jack.
I mean, why not? Sure.
Took that in stride.
Congratulations, Mrs. Martley. You're the mother of an 85-pound baby boy.
Cute, Martin.
You know, that kid's so good and wholesome. He's the kid that the wizard would have picked to be Shazam. That's the kid.
Yeah.
Right there.
What do you mean? All right, I'll try.
Try.
Let me show you what I can do.
Okay.
We've got Nancy Martley.
No, Fred, we want Nancy Martin.
Yeah, we want Nancy Martley.
Why?
What do you mean, why? She's your daughter. You want her back, don't you?
Fred, I'm playing a character.
Oh, yeah. Right. Let's try again.
Okay, why?
So is this the real lawyer who's now having to go in and lie? He's like trying to rehearse the part? Or is this some guy they got on the deal?
You have that form in your hand.
Right.
And remember, kids, no matter what happens, you stay hiding in this car.
Hi.
Then we find the head of the orphanage and we wave that in her face.
Right.
Right. Help.
Don't start that Beatles song. We already had almost copyright.
We only have the copyright for the single word. We can say help, and that's it. We gotta stop. We can do any one word of any Beatles song. Yellow. That's it. We can do that. That's fine.
Well, get her over to pediatrics, God.
Strawberry.
Strawberry. Stopped. Done. That's all.
Octopus. So that's as far as I go.
Dr. Bear.
Diamonds.
You can probably get away with doing a whole Beatles song throughout an episode, doing it one word at a time like that.
And somebody will take it later and edit it together. All right, now he's trying to find Martin Yang now. He's trying to find... I like they placed the happy face in a way that makes it look like that someone's sitting in the chair.
That's pretty fun, yeah.
Yeah, that's called directing.
Fun movie.
This is the shot they spent the most time on.
Yeah. We gotta get that happy face in just the right spot.
A pepperoni pizza for anybody who can tell me how they got out and what direction they were heading in.
You want a bloodhound, ma'am.
I feel
All
like,
right, so is there...
I feel like parents would be a more effective bribe than a pepperoni pizza.
Ooh, parents for anyone.
Can the pepperoni pizza adopt me?
I'm not in today. I'm home with a mysterious virus. I told you that...
Mrs. Wharton?
Yes.
Oh, I am so glad to meet you. I'm Diana Martley, and this is my attorney, Mr. Reeves.
How do you
Yes,
do?
how do you do? We have heard such splendid reports on the care
How
that
do
all
you
children
do?
receive in this place. And I see immediately that all of these reports have to be true.
I can't be bothered with this. I'm in the middle of a kidney transplant. This information's incomplete, so what the hell's going on up here?
What's the file reference?
The what? Speak English, goddammit! I'm a surgeon, not an astronaut.
Sorry, doctor. What is the patient's name?
The patient's name, Jeffrey Martley.
Martley J. I'll just punch up his menu.
Your what? Your what?
It's a listing of all the information the hospital has on him.
Uh-huh.
There isn't that much on Martley J.
There isn't that much on him. Then where the hell did all this stuff come from?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, I can find out for you.
Well, why don't we do that? Why don't we do that before the patient's guts spill out all over the table?
Can I see that, please?
What do you want to see this for?
If I see the original printout, I can find the source of origin.
Oh, okay. But make it snappy.
And remember back when computers were like a mysterious thing that could basically do something stupid like what they just did there with them?
Yeah.
Nobody
Computers
knew what
could do
computers
anything.
could do, so it's like, oh yeah, give me the file. I can find the original printout place. How are you
Yeah.
accomplishing that there by looking at the paper?
Let me just hack this. Let me just hack it for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Doctor?
Yes!
I think you took my code manual.
Uh-huh. Oh, so I did. Well, I'll tell you, I'm in a bit of a hurry now, so I'll return it right after the post-operative forceps procedure.
Good. Good luck.
She has a subpoena? She's with who? Well,
Is that just a chipmunk voice over the other end of the line?
Yeah. Talking to Alvin and the boys.
I don't want to be hearing this. All right. You just keep them there and keep them calm. I'll be right over. But, Mrs. Wharton, don't you let them know that you've lost their child, or I can assure you that the pension you have worked so hard to accrue will be gone with the wind. Am I making myself clear?
You can just take someone's pension?
A lot of wind references in this movie.
Get me Harold Cleavish on the phone immediately.
Hi, don't mind me. I'm just here for a general maintenance check.
What general maintenance check?
Oh, your periodic general maintenance.
He's really pulling a Fletch on
Yeah,
these
he's
folks.
really good. He's
2 weeks ago.
Oh, you due for another one?
No, I don't think so. Who the heck are you anyway?
Ralph Crango, you remember me.
I've never seen you before. What happened to Henry?
Henry?
Yeah, Henry, the regular maintenance guy.
Henry's dead.
What is that?
Yeah, he got hit by a bus yesterday. I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, wait a minute. It sounds fishy. I better call the security.
No, don't call
Hey,
security.
let go of me.
Listen, let me level with you. My name is Jeffrey Martley. For 4 days now, stuff has been coming out of that machine of yours. It's turned my life upside down and inside out.
Look, you got no right to come in here. You got a problem, go to the right officials. This not machine, it's not for public use.
Not for public use. Everybody and his brother's been sticking it to me with this machine of yours. All I want to find out is who instigated it. Is it Gloria Washburn?
Don't you talk about Gloria Washburn like that. She's been like a mother to me.
Well, let me tell you something about your mother. In the past 4 days, she's had my kid taken away from me. She's gotten me fired from my job and destroyed my credit rating. All I want to know is what else she's got in
You
store
got
for me.
yourself fired from
That
your
woman
job,
is
dude.
considered to be a saint around here. You gotta be crazy to talk about her like that.
You put trees on your boss's
You're
desk.
I must be going crazy. I'm sorry.
Now you're talking smart. Don't you feel a lot better?
Here, let me show you this thing with this chicken. Come here.
People help you sometimes.
Oh, God. Oh, just turn me in.
Okay, come with me. Just take it easy and be calm. And everything will be okay. Just take it easy.
Uh-oh. I am going to be so fired.
Hey, let me in.
Mr. Martley, you're really asking for trouble. I don't think you know how serious this is. It's a very, very expensive piece of equipment there. You might break it, you know?
We are both going to do something about it, Mr. Cleavish. You are going with me. Let me point out to you that certain papers were signed by certain people
Yes.
Authorization to do certain things based on certain
Oh, this woman's just insatiable. I've heard about that indecent exposure, and I've been horny ever since. Come on. Someone's got to give me something. I am not going to rest until I get it.
Boy, this is the last time I tried to do anything nice to anybody.
One wrong button, boy. You could mess up a lot of this stuff there. And listen, I know you're really a nice guy. You're willing to forget all these things that you said about Gloria Washburn.
What kind of a dump is this, anyway?
I'm willing to forget all those things you said about Miss Washburn, did he say there?
Yeah, well, I think he really likes Gloria Washburn. For some
Must.
reason.
To the phone, Mrs. Wharton.
Victim.
I don't want any more than you do as far as the
Everything under control?
Oh, hello. How nice to see you, Mrs. Martley. Whatever problem Mrs. Wharton has created, I'm sure we can find an easy solution.
Whatever problems I've created. I'm up to my ears with screaming children all day long. No staff, no budget, due to your brilliant bureaucratic decisions. So don't talk to me about any decisions I've made.
Well, this is certainly an odd time to be bringing up professional differences. I'm sure Mrs. Martley didn't come all the way out here to hear you air your dirty laundry.
Shove it up your attic, Gloria.
There you go.
Whoa.
Let us come in and talk to you. What we want to do is talk to you and find out what's bothering you.
Okay, so now I'm going to stop. I'm going to uncancel all my credit cards.
Mr. Martley, are you listening to me? I realize things haven't exactly been going your way lately.
If I cannot locate my daughter,
That's how I look like on the computer, too.
then
Like,
I shall go to the local newspapers. Come along, Fred.
mouth wide open.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Give me one good reason why, Mr. Cleavish.
Because you'll get Miss Washburn into serious trouble.
She says his name was Mr. Cleavage?
Hold on a minute, Mr. Cleavish. Would you repeat that, please?
Cleavish. Okay, never mind.
No,
Cleavish is his name, yeah.
Yeah, it's just cleave-ish. You can kind of see the breast.
Favors, Putz. If you're referring to what I think you're referring to, might I remind you his signature sanctions the action under question?
No action under question, Miss Washburn, please.
Well, if there is one, it's not going to be dumped on me.
Nobody's going to dump on you, Miss Washburn. Please, this is simply a matter we have to work out.
And then that perverted woman shows up. Did somebody say dump on somebody? I want to hear more about this. Would you stop it?
Keep it in your pants, lady.
Oh, and now he's erasing it all, so it's not a problem anymore and no longer exists. Computers can do anything.
Yeah. Search comma slash Martley slash. That'll take care of it.
Hey, open the door.
You should try a pizza delivery. Everybody opens the door for a pizza guy.
He's now going to adopt the kid. Yeah, he's adopting the kid through the computer right now. He's just doing it right here.
What on earth is going on here?
He's adopting the kid through the computer right now. He's erased all the criminal record activity. There's nothing left. The case is gone all through this computer.
You could really speed up the adoption process by doing that, hey?
I'm hacking into the mainframe. This kid will be ours in an hour, no problem.
Yeah, it's like Die Hard. They go through all that, drill him through the safe and all that, just to adopt a kid.
The adoption place would have been happy to just hand him over to him.
Yeah. He constantly escapes anyway. Just take him.
Who said anything about money, Mr. McLean?
I'm just trying to adopt this child whose kid was killed in the plane crash.
Yep.
Now see what you've done, you miserable bitch.
Harold!
Oh!
Easy there, Harold.
Whoa! Okay.
And he's figured out how to do this because he just has the code book.
Mr. Cleavish and Miss Washburn are coming over here.
That's all you need.
Very, very angry at you.
I'm gonna come through. Open the door, it's unbelievable. Open the door.
Hold it down, Sherman. I can't hear myself think.
You won't feel like making so many jokes. There's very, very illegal stuff you're fooling around with in there.
Yes, he is. I don't know what to do. Okay, don't worry. I'll handle this. Open this door, you psycho, commie faggot, or I'm gonna see personally.
Oh, Jesus. This guy's just throwing out all the insults.
This guy came in hot right there.
Yeah,
All of
calm down. I know exactly how to get him to open the door.
all of the harshest things you could call a dude in the 80s.
Yeah.
Hold on, though. He has a government man, so maybe he's trying to flatter him.
There you go.
We're human beings. We have feelings too, you know. Now, I'm going to ask you one last time, Mr. Martley. Please, let us help you.
Will you stop with the helping? Let me tell you something. I've been in social services for 9 years. In all that time, I've never helped anybody. And I hope to God I never will. You want to do something for humanity? Why don't you become a prostitute? But get the hell out of social...
Holy cow!
Where was this guy during the movie? This guy's boom, boom, boom. He's dynamite.
Harold is a name for what's happening to
Spit
you.
and fire.
Hands off me! Shut up! Shut up! Just leave me alone! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
The noise is really impossible, guys. I'm gonna have to shut you off for a while.
He just could have muted them the whole time.
Jesus. What is he doing now? Social welfare system.
What's the point of the paper printouts if he's just entering this
I
all
think-
electronically anyway?
I don't know. It's information he's printed out on Cavendish and all and that
Right,
guy.
okay, he's
you
trying
know.
to save it. Okay, okay.
He's leaving a Yelp review right now.
That's good.
Are you sure? Last chance. Did he type "Let's go" for the last one? It looks like he did.
Uh-oh. Destroy their machine? Is that what he's doing?
Just start
Must
singing
have acted
Daisy.
Yeah, yeah. I can't let you do this, Martin.
Movies must have been so easy in the old days. Nobody knew anything about computers. You could put anything on that screen. Oh, it's taped
Yeah.
like the computers must be working, guys.
Yeah. It's like the nuclear. Nuclear can do anything. Nuclear energy. Mutate you, poison you, save you.
Give you powers, whatever.
Yeah, whatever you need to do.
If this stuff gets out, we really had it. Isn't there a plug you can pull on this thing?
Oh, punch cards. Yes, that means computers.
Well, I'm not sure what he's done. Is he self-destructed the system, or is he like...
It's like Cinderella Man, where he can see the math
Yeah.
around him.
I want to know what the hell's going
Oh,
on.
wait, that was the boxing one. I'm thinking of Beautiful Mind.
Yes.
And there was very little math in Cinderella Man.
I was just going to say, Cinderella Man, he's like looking at math. Oh, the Cinderella Man has suffered another devastating right uppercut while staring off into space.
I was an extra. I was an extra in that movie.
Cool.
Were you really?
Yeah.
That's
I don't
pretty
think
cool.
I don't think you can see me. I was in like one of the big like Madison Square Garden scene, like in the crowd. So was my wife actually, Nicole. Nicole,
Cool.
we actually met each other on that movie.
Hey, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Then we lost touch and didn't meet each other for years later after that.
Wow.
So if it weren't for Russell Crowe,
I was
you
going to
never
say
would have
Russell
gotten
Crowe
married.
is responsible
Right,
for all
yeah,
this.
Really? Yeah, we invited him to the wedding and everything, and he never showed up. Oh, I better just take all this. There's been another door this whole time?
Precious hard copies.
Yeah, take that, climate.
Yeah. It's 1981. The climate's not in trouble yet.
Still plenty of
And
time
it
to
never
fuck
will
around
be.
like this.
Boy, that wind he hated is sure helping him out here.
Is there going to be a tornado of these? Is that what's going to happen?
Oh, it's going right into the. Oh, the building's right in that square.
But that crazy bastard's throwing all kinds of paper out into the plaza.
Come on, everybody! There's paper in the plaza. Let's go check it out.
Paper. It's all their dirty laundry, though, right? Like he looked up all the dirty stuff about them that you're not supposed to be able to look up.
Here comes Iron Balls to get his revenge.
That's right.
Improper Channels 2, Iron Balls Revenge.
What happened? It's the exclusive access printout. Everywhere, the close files, the close files.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about or why I should care about that.
It's like the end of the Blues Brothers here. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
They had a guy like from
Rambo.
Yeah, they had an Arab guy on a motorcycle that were coming in too.
Yeah. Well, it's revealing how much of the American infrastructure is owned by Saudi Arabia.
How deep we are in,
how deep we are in debt to them, and it's
brilliant
revealing that.
social commentary here.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
police are trying to save the higher ups too. So again, there's more brilliant social commentary.
Yeah. Really
Just giving me
showing how
real First Blood vibes.
all I wanted to do was help what I thought was an abused child. So no problem for him going into that building, government building, and no harm, no foul.
I mean, he's gonna get blasted as soon as he walks out this
Yeah,
door,
he's
right?
gonna get shot. Yeah. Oh, I wanted Martin Yang to still be standing out there. Like, are you done? Can I get back to work?
Back to walk.
Back to walk. Walk with me.
Oh.
I don't know, honey, but I like it a lot.
Oh, I just hit my head.
What's the purpose of that?
Well, let's go home.
What did you do now?
Let me put it this way. They can be so busy straightening out their own lives for the next couple of years, they're not going to have time to worry about ours.
But then after that, they'll get right back to worrying about ours.
Yeah,
and screwing with
they are
us
gonna
completely.
Screw us hard, yeah.
Okay, kids, you can get up now.
Are you sure it's safe?
Safe? We don't exist.
Yeah.
The face of the earth.
Jeffrey, you're a genius.
Well, I've been trying to tell you that for years.
I mean, the tent disagrees.
So wiping her identity from the face of the earth was what finally won her back.
Back in the 80s, that caused no problems, right? Like now, that would be a huge disadvantage to every aspect of your life.
Operation didn't work out. Huh?
I'm sorry, you can't even get on a plane. We don't know who you are.
Not for her to collect her Canada pension there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. It's over.
Take your places.
Yeah. Martin Yang, it's Sherman Who.
There he is.
Welcome to the sea of faces.
Well, okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Whew. All right. Well, I guess let's get back to where we discuss these sort of matters.
Yes.
I like the Azul credits here. They didn't go for the white on black.
No.
It's very fun.
Well, if Alan Arkin's brother wrote that, Alan Arkin should have words with his brother. Because that was...
Words
And
of
those
gratitude.
words should be, "You're a genius."
No, it's Chef's Kiss. Like, all the performances were fine for the most part, right? Like, all the they were doing their best with what they had. It just didn't make much sense. And you didn't know why it was going on or what kind of movie it was supposed to be.
Yeah, the acting wasn't glaringly bad this time, which is a nice change from some of the other stuff we watch.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. You keep saying we're watching horrible Drek, but these movies get better and better.
What's your favorite Alan Arkin movie? Like an actual Alan Arkin movie or performance? Because he's not always the star of the movie.
Probably this one now.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you have something in mind, Justin. What are you thinking?
I think The In-Laws is my favorite Alan Arkin movie.
I can totally see that.
Him and Peter Falk.
Yeah, I can totally see that. That's totally fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite. But I do my favorite. One of my favorite performances is So I Married an Axe Murderer, where he plays the police chief and he's trying to be like a movie police chief for them. Like he's trying to you get out there and solve this crime, or your butt's in a sling. You're gonna have your badge on my desk. And then he was that okay? Was that what you wanted? Oh God, Chief, that was great. That was amazing. It just felt like it was too forced. No, Chief, that was perfect. That's exactly it. He's trying his best to make them feel good about themselves because they're just a small town police force.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorite performances.
I liked him in that Steve Carell movie where the whole family goes in that van so the little girl can dance.
Oh, the Little Miss Sunshine? Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
great
a good
in
one.
that. Yeah. Little Miss Sunshine. Yeah, he's great in that one.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think he's ever put out a bad performance.
I was going to say, well, so many great performances. Even this one wasn't a bad performance, honestly.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, he's fine.
So.
Yep.
All right, well, all you out there watching, that's Improper Channels. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Right. And subscribe to a proper channel. Subscribe to the Good Improv Show.
Oh, damn. He flipped the title of the movie on you. You're pretty much obligated to subscribe now.
Yeah. Take that, every other channel.
Yeah.
And we're back on Thursday doing some sketch comedy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see you then.
Chew on that.
Well,
but
you
for
guys
now,
have a great night.
kill the cameras.
Good night, everybody.